missed that, we were able to get a win at Talladega. We drove from the back, went to the front, was working on some pit strategies, and we had the pits. A caution came out before we were able to pit, try out our strategy, so we ended up going back to 16th, having to pit. Drove our way to the front with about 5-10 laps to go, something like that. So here we are at Kansas. This is going to be interesting here, racing at Kansas. Not a track that we've had the most success at, but it was a decent track for us to race at. We did win here in the chase, I believe in the 3rd season. I know technically the chase is the playoffs now, but I can't get used to being called the playoffs. That's the first change that I really didn't get used to. Of course, I'll get used to saying it as the playoffs because they changed the name of it this year. If you guys did not know that, I'll get used to calling it the playoffs. It's just, it's not ready time. It's not ready time. It's not time yet. No. It's the same with calling it the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. I've always called it the Spring Cup. Well, I haven't always, but I always say Spring Cup. So when I'm talking really quickly, I'm not going to say Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series every time. But I messed up and then I'm like, oh shit, the Cup Series. And I say Spring Cup because that's what I remember always saying. Nothing pops up that says go. It just says get ready. And then a green flag pops up on the side. 35 laps. We can go 15 on fuel. So we're already thinking pit strategies here. This track seems like it makes such a change at night to day in this track. I feel like it's more than other tracks. The change between day racing and night racing. This track always just feels different going in the first turn in a day race compared to a night race at Kansas. It really just feels different compared to some of those other tracks. I believe the tires get worn out pretty quickly here. So we'll see how that works out in the end here, but for now, no pit strategies that we're going to come up with yet. So I believe that we'll be able to make it. We'll have to pit twice if we don't get a caution. We should have to pit. So we can go to 15 and we can go to 30. Then there's 5 laps in that. Holy shit. He wrecked off me blocking him. So I was going to change up that pit strategy there when I put the block, and he hit my back bumper and sort of spun himself out. Doesn't matter though. Here we go. Left the top line, fell in front of our teammate Kurt Busch here. He's coming back here on the bottom now. Really, you're gonna... Oh my god, stop doing this to me, guys. Stop trying to crash me. Oh my, there's gonna be a little bit of a wreck back there. Let's let it happen. It's a fairly big wreck, to be honest. To be honest. Kind of a big wreck. So here we go. Now we're going in front of our other teammate, Danica Patrick, on the inside line. Of course, we want to leave that high side when the fact that the car gets such a bad start. at most tracks. And I lose a couple spots to the back straightaway, I might as well pull in if I have the spot there in front of my teammates, especially. I feel like it's a little bit easier to pull in between them. Maybe I just got lucky and pulled in between those two, but... Here we go, now we're getting up to Kyle Busch. Dale Jr., Matt Kenseth, and Jimmy Johnson. We have to pass to take the lead here. Oh no, I just hit into Dale Jr., who's gonna have a big wreck back there. Through the block there on Kyle Busch, not through the block, but I hit into him to try to get this inside lane here. Because I figured there'd probably be a caution with the spin out that I seen in my mirror. See, because if you look at what I did there, even though I figured on the restart I'd lose first place, I would be in a lot different position right now. I probably would have fell a lot further back than to third from the lead. So here we go behind Kyle Busch, trying to catch up to him. And make a go at it here for the win. Pushed him way up the track there. Now we went way up the track that time, obviously. Okay, can we make the block on him down here? That was a pretty big incident there, I'm not gonna lie. Here we go, back in 25th position now. A little bit of a wreck there, not sure. Well, I mean, I do know kind of how it happened. I kind of went down and Matt Kenseth put me in the grass and I slid back up into Logano and he hit a lot of cars and we all flew around. So I sustained a lot of damage there from well, not a lot, but I sustained some damage from that wreck. So that's obviously going to affect my forward progress a little bit. It shouldn't be too much. Come on. Let's go to the front here. We need to get back to where we were just a little bit ago. Okay, so here we go. We are now in 9th place. And we're trying to make some moves to the front here. On the high side, it looks like we're going to have to just go. Our car's rolling on that higher lane, actually, it looks like. So now we're catching up to Trevor Bayne. We have to catch this main group up here now. It looks like some of them might be diving down to go pit, who knows? No, they just lined up down low. Interesting. 12 laps to go. 11 on fuel. We're going to have to hope that we get another caution lap somewhere in here. We continue our drive towards the front here. Okay. It's definitely getting a little bit more spread out here for the top few cars. Not really a fan of what's happening, to be honest.
The car head is spinning. Car low. Car high. Car low. 10 laps to go.
The fuck?
The yellow's out.
I don't know what just happened. So I believe what happened was Jamie McLaurin went to go pit, as I was right behind him. This obviously caused me to get slid on real lot, because obviously I was right on his bumper. And then I went up the track and
There's a green flag. Car high.
that was actually a good move. So my car wasn't really fast enough, so I went up and blocked Kenseth.
There's 3 wide.
I'm getting split here though.
There's 3 wide. All clear.
That should help. He's going up the track.
Five laps to go.
5 to go. Come on. We can do this, carrying a lot of speed through these corners. 7 laps on tires.
The yellow's out.
Shit. Well, we were 7 laps on fuel.
Get set. The race is going green. There's the green flag. There's 3 wide. Clear high. There's 3 wide. 2 to go. Car high.
Okay, so I went up, blocked Logano. Keselowski came down low here. He's going to get a little bit of a run there. Hopefully we can keep everybody else behind me besides Keselowski here till the car picks up speed in a couple seconds. Here we go. Into Keselowski, just a little bit to hit him up the track. That is all we needed. Now we just have to hope that we can stay in front of him for a lap.
Still there.
That is all that we have to do, is just stay in front of whoever the charging driver is
Car high.
at the moment.
Stay low. Still there.
I messed up that corner. I messed it up. I braked too hard. Let that one go away there. I let that one get away, guys, and that was on me, but I actually think that I ran a pretty good race. All considering that I had to try to hold off 2 cars on bad tires, personally. Personally, I was on bad tires, so let's see a quick replay of that. So let's see. Lap 34. I just want to watch from the beginning. Okay, so here's where it actually worked out well for me. Because we're going here. So we're going to restart. And I know Logano's going to be faster than me on the high side. So I prepare. I pull up and just hit him up just a little bit. That slows him down. Now, obviously, when we're speeding it up, it looks really fast. And now I hit into Keselowski. Now, obviously, it slows down the cars enough in the front here, but obviously I can slow down myself. So here I'm in a 4 wide situation. So we go into the corner. I'm not really sure who's in the other car, to be honest. I don't know who the driver is. So we pull out to the lead. Just now, me and Keselowski. We'll just follow behind him. Nobody else gets ahead of me. We're going to be good. Which is how it worked out. And I went in this corner. I'm like, yo, I got him. I can do this. This is where we're going to win it right here. I raced him hard, pushed him up the track a little bit, got him up out of my way. I was going to make a block there, but I decided not to. Which probably a smart move because we probably both would have ended up in the wall. So the final lap, we go and I'm like, yo, if I can just hold him off. Obviously my tires are pretty bad by now because I didn't change the left sides the whole race. So I make the block there, and this year's going to start trying to hold off Kyle Busch because he's really coming really fast. So I go up here, and I know if I do this wrong, I'm going to lose. So I come up here. I didn't want to crash into it when I brake, and you guys see the car get out. That's because the brakes are super sensitive in this game, and that's where I just let it get away from me there. And then I have to block Jimmy Johnson to keep my position. But in the end, I really think that we made a good run at it. So that Keselowski got his first win of the season. That's pretty cool for him. Okay, so here we go. Time to get qualifying. Obviously a little bit of damage to the rear tires there, but hopefully not too much to have a significant impact on how we qualify for the second race here today in this video. Obviously I don't need the mirror for qualifying, but it's helpful to know that you have that. Not helpful to know, but it just, the screen feels empty to me without that up there. In this game, it depends on the game. Like some games, obviously, there's not a mirror that you drive in, like GTA, and I don't notice that there's really anything missing from the game. And it's not really that much of an issue to me in that game. So here we go. Let's see where we qualified. 17th. Not my best starting spot here at Charlotte, but it is a starting spot either way. And we're going to deal with what we have. And get out here, get after it for 52 laps. Alright, so we're up to 16th. We have gained a position already. We're passing all of these cars now. We're going to